Shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to go ahead and give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha Kwadash, the bonds, the elders and apostles of the great millstone that rule well, peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. Okay. The other day I was watching a post, or I was watching a live stream of the elders, and Spirit hopped on me to do this lesson because they said something that was through the Spirit, and it said like they were talking about the Matrix. And they said, the Sentinels in the Matrix, they were the good guys, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's so true. People portray them out to be the bad guys or whatever. But they were really the good guys because they were watching over everything, making sure everything's back in order. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what we are, man. We are Sentinels, So I'm going to go ahead and get the definition of the word sentinel. It says a person or thing that watches or stands as if watching, a soldier stationed as a guard to challenge all comers and prevent a surprise attack. Okay, to watch over or guard as a sentinel. And that's exactly what it is, man. We're soldiers for Yahweh Bashim Shai, and we keep watch. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 3. It says, for though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. This is a spiritual battle. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty to the stronghold, but mighty through God to pulling the pulling down of strongholds. And what strongholds are we pulling down? We're pulling down those strongholds of, a lot of things, man. Esau, the so-called white man, all these other false religions. All right. All these other false religions, all these other false philosophies and doctrines, things of that nature, man. Wickedness, you know what I'm saying? Everything that basically, matter of fact, the next verse will basically put it into perspective of the strongholds we're putting down. Verse 5, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach. Okay. Verse 6, and having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. Okay. Calm, man. And that also goes into how right now we're fishers of men, but we're going to become hunters. Okay. You saw how the Sentinels, man, in the Matrix, they was doing work, man. We're going to do greater works than them. We're going to do greater works than them, man. All right. When our Lord Yahweh Shai, or Yahweh Bashim Shai sets us up, man, we're going to do some crazy works, man. We're going to get spiritual powers, and we're going to wreak havoc on these wicked, man. This is Jeremiah 16 and 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord Yahweh, and they shall fish them. And after I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. For mine eyes are upon all their ways, and they are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes. Man. So you don't want to be one of those people that we're hunting down, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Shai. Okay? That's not who you want to be. All right, what did Yahweh Shai say to his disciples? Follow me, and I'll make you fishers of men. So right now we're in the fishing season, but soon we're going to be in hunting season, man. And we're going to be able to hunt way better than Esau. All right. And that's one of Esau's traits, man. All right. Esau is going to be the prey. Okay. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. And I'll start at verse 15. But the righteous live forevermore. Their reward also is with the Lord, and the care of them is with the Most High. Therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown from the Lord's hand. For with his right hand shall he cover them, and with his arm shall he protect them. Verse that's going into how Yahushua is going to give us the kingdom, by way of the Most High. Verse 17. He shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies. Okay. And right now we're doing this on a spiritual level, and soon, Lord willing, it'll be on a physical level, man. Okay. We're gonna basically, you know, bright burn. All right. If that's all I could say, man. That's how we're gonna be. We're gonna be like 140,000, 144,000 bright burns, man. You know what I'm saying? Might be more if the Lord gives the elect the superpowers as well. You know, the 1/3, and you know what I'm saying? Hey man, however the most high has it played out, just know you got some bright burn, real life bright burns coming, man. And Esau knows that. You know, that was Esau trying to prophesy. He's giving you people warning. Okay. You know what I'm saying? This is Isaiah chapter 41, and I'll start at verse 15. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument, having teeth, and thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small and make the hills as chaff. And the mountains, you know, sometimes the mountains can represent you know, people, nations, or like governments. Okay. Thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them. Slakia, and the whirlwind shall scatter them, and thou shalt rejoice in the Lord Yahweh, and shall glory in the Holy One of Israel. Okay, we're gonna be a threshing instrument, man. Right now, we're sentinels, you know, and we're gonna be sentinels on a physical level. You know, don't the scriptures say contend for the faith, man? Okay, and to contend literally means, you know, if it comes down to it, to literally fight, man. All right. Sometimes we'll be ready to fight people on a carnal sense, and sometimes, you know, we'll not. Sometimes we're fighting them through the spirit, man. You know, and sometimes it plays out where we fight them in the flesh. You know, this is Proverbs chapter 28, verse 4. They that forsake the law praise the wicked, but such as keep the law contend with them. All right. And that's the thing, man. We keep the law to the best of our abilities. So we contend with the wicked, man. All right. Because when you're praising the wicked, that's an abomination. It's an abomination to justify wickedness, man. Okay. Um, Jude chapter 1, verse 3. Behold, beloved, Salakia, beloved, when I gave all diligence to write unto you of the common salvation for the elect, it was needful for me to write unto you and exhort you. Okay, so he said it's needful for him to write this and exhort us to write to this. It says that ye should earnestly contend for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints. Now, let's go into that word earnestly. Okay.
Strong's G 1864. Epagonidzamai. Epagonidzamai.
Earnestly in the Greek, it says to contend, to struggle for, earnestly contend for. Okay. To contend for, man. All right. Now let's go into that word. Let's go into that word contend. Okay. To contend, earnestly contend for. All right. So it's lock here. Okay. Now I gotta do it over here. That's the spirit. Earnest, the Merriam-Webster dictionary. It says characterized by or proceeding from an intense and serious state of mind, grave, important, a serious and intent mental state, a considerable or impressive degree or amount. Okay. Hey, man. And that's what we're doing. We're seriously contending for the faith, man. We don't play any games about this truth. because we understand the importance of it and the weight that this truth holds, man. This truth is life or death. Okay, serious in intention, purpose, or effort. Seriously, sincerely, sincerely zealous. Okay, and what do you? How should I say? Be ye therefore zealous and repent. Okay, showing depth and sincerity or feeling, man. So you got to sincerely be zealous and contend for what? For the faith, man. Now let's go into the word contend. Okay, contend. To strive or vie in contest or rivalry against difficulty, struggle, to strive and debate, argue, that's what we do, but it also can become on a physical level. You know what I'm saying? Where we're literally putting hands on people, man. Battle, compete, face off, fight, race, rival, vie. Okay, let's see this word vie real quick. To strive for superiority. Man. And who are we striving for superiority with? The wicked. All right. And we are going to be superior than them, man, because the Most High is going to give the saints the kingdom. Okay. Well, the scriptures say the saints are going to take the kingdom, but the Lord is going to give them the power to do so. Okay. I'm getting this definition of sentinel. Okay. To watch over as a sentinel, to furnish with a sentinel, to post as a sentinel. All right. Custodian, guard, guardian, keeper, lookout, minder, picket, sentry, warden, warder, watch, watcher, watchman, your paw. That's his paw. Let's go into that real quick. It says a person who keeps watch, guard. And that's exactly what we're doing, man. That's exactly what we're doing. All right. But let me do this real quick before I get to that. Hold that thought. We got to earnestly contend for the faith, man.
Strong's H 1624. Garra.
All right. So in the Hebrew, it'll probably be garaha or garah. All right. But it says to cause strife, stir up, contend, meddle, strive, be stirred up. To cause strife. All right. To stir up strife, excite strife in righteousness. That's what that is. It's stirring up strife and righteousness. To excite oneself against, engage in strife. To excite oneself against foe, wage war. Okay? Wage war. And what do soldiers do? They're warriors, man. They fight in wars. Okay? Let me get this real quick. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua HaMashiach. Okay, we're soldiers for the Most High. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier. And we've been chosen to be soldiers through the spirit of power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay? Lord willing, we are of the elect. Okay? That's the point on that right there, man. Now, when we went into that definition of the word watchman, all right, that's what we are, man. We are watchmen, okay? And now I'm gonna get some scriptures on that, man. And that's basically what being a sentinel is all about: being a watchman, keeping post, a soldier that holds post, man. This is Ezekiel. Let's start off with the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3. Ezekiel chapter 3, and I start at verse 1. It says, Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go and speak unto the house of Israel. And that roll represents the scriptures, okay, the doctrine. Verse 2. So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. Right. And what how shall I say? Man shall not live by bread alone, but every word that cometh out of the Most High's mouth. Okay. And that doctrine is the doctrine of life. Okay. According to the book of Ecclesiasticus. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 19 and verse 19. It says, the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life. And the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the scriptures. And they that do things that please him shall receive of the fruit of the tree of immortality. And that'll be in the kingdom. You know. It says, and he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, Son of man, go, get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. For thou art not sent unto a people of a strange speech and of an hard language, but to the house of Israel. Not to many people of a strange speech and of an hard language, whose words thou canst not understand. Surely I had sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted. Yeah, man, we're stiff-necked people, man. Verse 8, behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads. That's strife right there, man. Okay. But our strife is in righteousness. Verse 9, as an adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and skip down to verse 17. This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman. Okay, so we're sentinels. The Lord made us sentinels unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Okay, so we do this thing to get the blood off our hands, man, because the Lord set us up to be sentinels. You know, verse 19. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. Again, when a righteous man doeth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, I will lay a stumbling block before him. He shall die. Because thou hast not given him warning, he shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he hath done shall not be remembered, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Nevertheless, if thou warn the righteous man that the righteous sin not, and he doeth not sin, he shall surely live, because he is warned. Also thou hast delivered thy soul. Man. All right, and that's exactly what we're doing, man. We're watching over our people, man. We're being sentinels for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, we're watchmen. You know, this is Leviticus chapter 5, verse 1. And if a soul sin and hear the voice of swearing, and is a witness, whether he hath seen or known of it, if he do not utter it, then he shall bear his iniquity. Okay, so it's basically the same thing, man. All right. If we don't warn somebody, we're going to bear the iniquity. Okay. This is Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 13. When I shall say unto the righteous, he shall surely live. If he trust his own righteousness and commit iniquity, all his righteousness shall not be remembered. But for his iniquity that he hath committed, he shall die for it. Again, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, if he turn from his sin and do that which is lawful and right. If the wicked restore the pledge, give again that he had robbed, walk in the statutes of life without committing iniquity, he shall surely live, he shall not die. None of his sins that he hath committed shall be mentioned unto him. He hath done that which is lawful and right, he shall surely live. Yet the children of thy people say, the way of the Lord is not equal, but as for them, their way is not equal. Man, our people always trying to be like, oh, well, it's a different time. Oh, well, it's so hard to keep the commandments, making all these damn excuses, man, as to why they can't serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay? When the righteous turneth from his righteousness and committeth iniquity, he shall even die thereby. But if the wicked turn from his wickedness and do that which is lawful and right, he shall live thereby. Come on, man. Let me go back to the front. This is Ezekiel chapter 33, starting at verse 2. Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, and if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, all right, and that's what we are. Verse 13, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, all right, and that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, man. And you people aren't afraid. You people are not afraid, man. That's why there's going to be a great evil in the city through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And you people, and it's going to come upon you when you least expect it. What did it say in 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter? When they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them, man. All right. This is Amos chapter 3 and verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? And we're blowing that trumpet, man. Isaiah 58 and 1. All right. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. All right. And shew my people their transgressions. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city and the Lord Yahweh hath not done it? Okay. That's the point right there, man. You know, we're blowing that trumpet and you people aren't afraid at all. It's Ezekiel 33 and verse 3. If when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. And that's exactly what we're doing. Verse 4. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. Yeah, man. Verse 5. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, and his blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth, and warn them from me. When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die, if thou doest not speak to warn the wicked from his way, that wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his way to turn from it, if he do not turn from his way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. Come on, man. Okay, we're trying to deliver our souls, man. All right. We're trying to deliver our souls. All right. That's why we get on our people, man. And it's in the law to rebuke the wicked, man. But, you know, Jake is in this effeminate spirit. And when you correct him, you know what I'm saying, he gets mad. Verse is Leviticus 19 and 17. All right. Leviticus 19:17. It says, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. And we're watching for sin, man. We're watching for folly. Okay. We hate to see it, but we're watching for it, man. All right. And whenever you go off, brothers who are in the spirit, they're quick to come on your ass, man, and correct you. Okay. So really, it's an act of love. It says, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt anywise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. So if you don't rebuke your neighbor, man, that's really an act of hate. Okay, that's not an act of love. You know. Now, if a nigga can't get it, man, then you keep it pushing. All right. After the first and second admonition, reject the heretic. This is Proverbs 27 and 5. Open rebuke is better than secret love. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. Come on, man. Faithful are the wounds of a friend. What is that going to? Psalms 141, where it says, let the righteous smite me. Okay. When you get rebuked, man, it's like, damn, this shit hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's like someone done hit you in the liver. All right. But it feels good because brothers are looking out for your souls, man. All right. And Salaki, if I look, you know what I'm saying? I just woke up. I'm trying to get this lesson in before I gotta go to the plantation. But Romans chapter 13 and verse 8. Romans 13:8. It says, "Owe no man anything but to love one another. For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law." Come on, man. And a part of the law is rebuking your neighbor, and that's an act of love. Okay. Open rebuke is better than secret love, man. Verse 9, "For this thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not covet. And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself." So that's what it means for you wacky Christians to love your neighbor as yourself, to fulfill the commandments. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor, therefore love is the fulfilling of the law. All right, but you know that goes past their head, man, because the Most High didn't give them the spirit of wisdom. Okay, a majority of them, you know, for you wacky tacky Christians, man. This is First Peter chapter 5, and I'll start at verse 3. First Peter chapter 5 and verse 3. Actually, I'll start at verse 1. "The elders which are among you I exhort, who am also an elder and a witness of the sufferings of Hamashiach, and also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed." All right, so we're going to have to suffer for Yahushua, and we're also going to be glorified on Yahweh's behalf, man, Lord willing. Verse 2, "Feed the flock of the Most High, which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind." Okay, so we're supposed to do this thing willingly, man. All right, and we're supposed to be ready to do it. You know, we're sentinels about it, man. We see a brother going off, we bright burning his ass, man. We're gonna rush him, man. Be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna smite him in righteousness. Okay, let the righteous smite me, man. Psalms 141. All right, if it's through the spirit, I'll grab it. Verse 3, "Neither as being lords over God's heritage, but being ensamples to the flock." So yeah, man. All right. When you're a lord over somebody, that means you're above somebody, man. Okay. So that means you basically giving them orders and stuff like that, so to speak. Verse 4, "And when the chief shepherd shall appear, ye shall receive a crown of glory that fadeth not away." God, man, and that chief shepherd is Yahushua. That chief shepherd is Yahushua, man, and that's what we do it for, man. We're doing it for Yahushua to work out our own salvation, man. All right, because what did I just read in the book of Ezekiel? We're not trying to have that blood on our hands, you know. We're not trying to have that blood on our hands, man. You know, this is Deuteronomy chapter 1, and starting at verse 13. Actually, I'll start at verse 12. It says, "How can I myself alone bear your cumbrance and your burden and your strife?" This is Moses. "Take ye wise men and understanding and known among your tribes, and I will make them rulers over you." That First Peter 5 and 3. Verse 14, "And ye answered me and said, the thing which thou hast spoken is good for us to do." So Israel was with it at one point, man. Our people were with this. All right, but now, you know what I'm saying? Our foreheads are strong against their foreheads now. Verse 15, "So I took the chief of your tribe, wise men and known, and made them heads over you, captains over thousands, and captains over hundreds, and captains over fifties, captains over tens, officers among your tribe. And I charged your judges at that time, saying, Hear the causes between your brethren, and judge righteously between every man and his brother and the stranger that is with him." Verse 17, "Ye shall not respect persons in judgment, but you shall hear the small as well as the great. Ye shall not be afraid of the face of man, for the judgment is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's. And the cause that is too hard for you, bring it unto me, and I will hear it." Come on, man. And if a cause really is too hard for us, man, we go to the elders, man. You know, it shouldn't really have to be that way. But sometimes it might go down like that, man. You know. But hey, man, we are the Most High. Look, even back in the time of Deuteronomy, Moses set up judges, man. People to watch over the tribe, watchmen, so to speak. Okay, and Moses did that through the spirit of power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, what does it say? "The preparation of the heart is in man, and the answer is of the Lord." Proverbs 16 and 1. Okay, so the Most High put the spirit on Moses to say that, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 8. "Be not afraid of their faces, for I am with thee to deliver thee, saith the Lord Yahweh." Come on, we're not afraid of you people's faces, man. Last week we were on the highways and byways, some dude, was really, I believe, was an Edomite, but he was like saying to us, you guys have some serious quote unquote balls to be out here and doing this stuff, man. All right. Because we're not afraid. The Lord didn't give us that spirit to be timid. All right. Matter of fact, let me get that scripture real quick. That's not the spirit we're coming in, man. That's not a spirit a sentinel is, man. A sentinel is a watchman. All right. Second Timothy. Shalakia. Second Timothy chapter 1 and verse 7. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Calm, man. And that's the spirit we're coming in, man. All right, but that's pretty much it on that. Lord willing, this video was edifying. I want to say Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Chakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. All right, keep enduring, keep pushing. Okay, these prophecies are coming to pass, man. Though it tarry, wait for it. Shalom.